No Means No Podcast, episode 3, and we're back.
Let's go.
What's up, boys? Recording during the day.
Yeah, we were just saying it's weird. Got the natural light coming through.
Yeah,
I'm not in the dark anymore,
Kinda
and I
nice.
don't look all like white face, pink lips because it's natural light too.
Yeah, you look less ghoulish today.
Yeah, a little less ghoulish.
Weird for me. I'm usually nocturnal, so I shouldn't even be up right now.
Yeah, this is
Right.
awkward, right? You're not supposed to be up at this hour.
No, this is my sleep time. Usually I get litty like after 9 p.m.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, and you just had a pretty crazy weekend.
Yeah,
Rolled right into a work day.
We all did.
that's right.
The bender was real.
It was, man. I was not planning on having as much as I did at Grant's house that night.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so since the last podcast, we've all been together a bit.
Just a bit. Just a tad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
made a trip down to my neck of the woods, I guess.
To
And
Nashville.
had a little hangout session, several little hangout sessions.
Yeah.
Good
Yeah, we did
times,
pretty
good times,
Went and
Saw
saw
Steel
Steel
Panther.
Panther. Of course.
Hell yeah.
which was awesome. Badass show.
It was a really good show. They played a lot of great songs. I was kind of surprised that did they only play 3 songs off the new record?
I think so, but it just came out, so they're probably like hoping that they can, get people to know some of the songs a bit more before they.
That's true. I
Yeah.
wonder which ones are going to be implemented in like a year,
Right.
you know?
Yeah.
Because there's a lot off the new album that I would have loved to hear live,
Yeah.
but they've got their songs that they are always going to play, like Asian Hooker and Community Property and Glory
Yeah.
Hole and stuff like that. So I wonder
Yeah.
which ones off the new one are going to make it into the consistent rotation.
Dude, I won't lie. I've been rocking with 1987.
Oh yeah, I mean it's awesome.
Yeah,
Dude,
that's a really good song.
That's like one of my favorite songs that's just going on repeat right now.
It's really catchy too, which
it's
most
so-
of their stuff is.
Well, it's so real. Like, just
It
reminiscent about the days. You know, I
It's
kind of
so
wish
true.
I wish those were our days. I wish we were alive back then. You know,
I
Back
know.
in
in our
'87.
teenage years. Yeah,
Back when guys looked way more sick than girls, and no one seemed to care.
back when nobody got canceled for the shit that they said.
Right.
That's right.
Just saying.
That's it.
It's a good
know what I mean?
song.
Yeah,
Yeah,
And it
man.
ripped live.
it did. It absolutely ripped.
So yeah, they played 1987. Ain't Dead Yet,
Ain't dead yet.
and
then, Never
Friend.
Too Late.
Yeah, did they play Friends with Benefits?
I don't
No.
think so.
Damn, they should have played that.
Right, and they even have a music video out for that. So.
And it was
You'd
it
think.
was one of the singles. Lucas, I
Yeah,
can't
they
help
should've-
but look. Do you have some chocolate behind you?
Yeah,
What the fuck?
but Mom got it for me. It says Happy Valentine's Day.
Well, I didn't get one.
Oh, that sucks.
Oh dang, that's awkward.
Yeah, what the hell? I think I need to call her.
One of the many perks of me being with the parents right now.
I need to call her ass up and tell her this is unacceptable.
Yeah, I've had these since for like almost a month now. I've eaten probably
honestly,
over
at
half of them.
At this point, I think I should be upset that I didn't get one either.
Yeah, that's a great point.
Yeah,
Like
how,
she just
how come
neglected you
Dominic
guys.
didn't get one?
That's what I'm saying. I think that's racially biased.
She'd get you one.
She would get me one, probably.
She'll ship you guys some chocolate. Everything's gonna be all right. It's the squares.
Yeah,
And
those are the
it's,
best, dude.
White chocolate caramel,
Yeah.
milk chocolate caramel, and dark chocolate sea salt caramel.
Ooh, yummy.
So they're all really good.
So y'all, when Lucas, when does everybody start moving into the new house?
So all of our stuff is packed up, basically. Most of our stuff. And the movers are coming on Saturday. So
Yeah, so
I think
they're all moving out of this rental house into a new house that they built.
brand new built house.
Oh wow.
So that's pretty exciting, but it's also a bunch of freaking work.
Yeah, it's a good thing we've got movers coming.
Yeah, that
that'll
helps a
make life
lot.
easier.
So
Yeah, so we've been packing everything up. I mean, my stuff is not going to take long to pack up. Like,
Yeah.
a lot of it came from school and was already packed up. So
Yeah.
I just got to put everything, all my clothes and stuff, just throw them
Yeah.
in a bag and get it on over to the new place. But I'm excited. There's a giant loft area. We basically have 2 living rooms. There's a huge loft and then a huge living room. Super cool.
that is awesome. Yeah.
I mean, I guess it's not that much longer before you move again, though, huh?
Yeah, we've been talking about it because and you haven't even heard the news from today. Dami Zach did, but this morning, I guess I'll start with that. This morning, I got an email from Campbell that just all I read on my Apple Watch. I look at it, it says Campbell University, and I see congratulations exclamation point,
Yeah.
and I instantly stood up and sprinted up to my dad's room because I knew that was the $80,000 scholarship that I've been waiting on.
Yes.
So this morning, I was awarded the scholarship, $20,000 a year off of my medical school.
Let's go.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
and
huge.
so it went from, 2 months ago, I didn't even know that a first year could get a scholarship like that at the school that I got accepted to.
Let alone get accepted.
Right, let alone getting accepted to the school.
Yeah.
So I get accepted, then it turns out I'm eligible for this, this big presidential scholarship, and then I submit an essay, and boom, all of a sudden medical school is much more affordable for me.
So it's like official now at this point. Like that is the school. Like there's no other school taking you. At
Yeah,
this point
even if I got into some other schools, I probably wouldn't even take it.
Yeah.
I think this is the place that I really want to be at, and God is blessing my journey there so much that it's like,
it's pretty
take what he
obvious
gives
where
me.
you're supposed to go at this point.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, it's been awesome. It's like I've worked hard, but just to be blessed so much and just to get all these things that I don't deserve, that I just like, I'm so grateful. So that is really awesome, right? And so now I'm officially, I'm going to Campbell no matter what. I got that awesome scholarship, and so I've just been having an awesome day.
That's good, dude. Hey, that's great.
And what was our lead into that? I already forgot.
We were talking about how you might be moving again because you had to.
So that's another thing. So now I'm definitely going to that school, right? I got all this money off, super excited.
Yeah.
But also there's my situation with Lexi moving out here,
which is his girlfriend of longtime girlfriend.
Yeah. And so basically the parents were talking about, moving out here is really difficult. And Sophia had a really hard time with it, and, being alone and all this stuff. And the parents and everyone is so concerned that I'm going to be in medical school and I'm going to be so busy, and Lexi's going to be all lonely, and, it's going to be so tough for her and blah, blah, blah. And I'm going to basically neglect her or something. And so there was an idea brought up that she would stay at the parents' house and that I would have an apartment like right next to Campbell. And, 4 days out, or like during the work week, basically, I'd be at the apartment near the school. And then on weekends, I'd go back and Lexi would be at the parents' house. And I took some time to think about that. And I really just don't like the idea. I don't know why they're.
Yeah.
To me, it's like I'm asking her to move out here to see her on weekends. Like I don't think I'm going to do that.
Have you talked to her about it? What is her?
I'm gonna tonight.
Okay.
I'm gonna bring it up to her, and I basically want to say because the problem is, I feel like no matter what, if I ask her opinion on it, she's just gonna be like go with the flow and like
real nonchalant about it.
Really nonchalant about it, and so I want to try and say like, can I get your opinion on this before I give you my opinion? Like trying to make her, because I feel like if it comes across as I think this is a good idea, she'll think it's a good idea. Or if it comes across as I think this is a bad idea, and so it's tough. But I think she'll agree. I mean, I'm pretty legendary at budgeting time. I don't know. I mean, I'm pretty good at it.
You are.
I mean, we're talking 21 hours of tutoring, full-time student, on the cheerleading team, high-rise RA, in a social club.
And you budgeted time to brew mead in the dorm room.
And we're making mead in the dorm room.
Which
we're
is
hanging out
super,
every weekend.
which takes forever.
I never missed hangouts. I slept 7.5 hours most nights.
Yeah.
Sometimes more.
Sometimes
more.
I mean, I know I don't want to over budget myself, and I know medical school is going to be really hard and everything, but I mean, Lexi isn't just going to be doing nothing, right?
Yeah.
She's going to be working in school, whatever she wants to do with her future.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
I'm supporting whatever she wants to do. And so I think if she's full-time student or full-time working, then it'll be easy for us to be able to stay in the same place and her not feel like she's super lonely and like life is terrible. Because I'm also going to be making friends at medical school that we will be able to go out with, and we'll be like that's I'm going to prioritize that, you know.
It's kind of
Like,
just making up a problem that doesn't exist yet.
I agree. Everyone is her parents are very concerned.
Yeah.
And like it's like, I don't think we need to make up this problem right now. I think you need to let her go.
Yeah, how old is Lexi again?
She's 21, 22 in August.
I just don't understand how, like, at some point you got to let your kids make their own decisions. And like, if your kid doesn't want to make a decision, you can't just make it for them. You have to force them to make a decision at some point. Like,
oh, we have a double D.
Oh, we have a guest.
Double D's here.
Oh, yes. A guest appearance.
Let's see if I
Awesome.
can get my headphones.
The beard is magnificent.
Yeah, it's just
Oh,
Dom and
hello,
Zach.
hello.
What's up?
What up, gentlemen?
Oh, what's going
What's
on?
going on? I see. It's just getting fuller and fuller and fuller every time.
Hey,
Really
Luke.
curly ends up now.
It's beautiful.
Hey, Lucas. On
Still
the
posted a funny picture of it on Snapchat. It was awesome.
so Lucas on the
I think it looks way better.
on the show
topic du
right
jour?
now, we can't see Double D, so we gotta turn it towards him a little bit.
Wonder if this can.
Oh, it can. Rotation.
Oh, there we go.
There we go.
That's
Can you hear
better.
me?
Yeah, we can hear you pretty good.
Okay. What's the topic you're discussing at the moment?
Man, we were just talking about, Lexi moving out and coming to see Lucas and you guys moving, and then Lucas potentially having to move again.
Yeah.
Which is like kind of annoying. And like moving is so annoying, once within a year, twice within 5 months is super ass.
Yeah, and it's funny because at this point, it's like I've just been moving constantly.
I was gonna say
Yeah.
he's used to it now.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like when you're going through college, you're kind of used to just moving constantly. Because I was, I'm at Lipscomb, then I'm with the parents in Rockford, then I'm at Lipscomb, then I'm with the parents in North Carolina, then I'm
And
at
then-
Lipscomb.
Oh well,
now
what
I'm
about with the boys over the summer at Nashville?
Yes.
Nashville, but not
Yeah,
at
and then-
Lipscomb.
Once
yeah,
you,
then I'm over the summer I'm in Nashville at an apartment with the boys. It's like I have moved a lot.
Yep.
Yeah.
once
like,
you
at this
get some
point-
stuff though, is when it gets annoying.
That's the thing is I have the stuff of a college guy.
Yeah.
So I just take all my stuff and move it in a day,
Yeah, so
And so
see, if I decide to move, which is, seriously on it's pretty much a done deal. I think we just need to find where. Like Abby is, which is my girlfriend. Abby is like, she's done. She's the kind of person where if she knows she wants to do something, it's like there is no mulling about to be done. It's like I know my heart is already not living here in a couple months, so we're figuring out where. And it's like, so now I got, I'm also car shopping right now, so I go get a car, right, and then I have to move all my stuff, right, which is like, so I need to get a U-Haul. But like if we go to, Wilmington, that's, that's a $900 U-Haul trip.
Yeah.
Which sucks when you have
You gotta load
stuff.
and go, but you're moving to the beach, so
Which-
it's worth it.
Yeah, right. That's like the number one selling point for Abby, I think.
It's super cool there. I actually looked it up too from my school. It's an hour 53.
You're
So
under 2.
pretty close.
The day trip all day right there.
Yeah, it's no problem.
Yeah,
No
we've done
problem.
that a couple times where we just go down for the day and then come back in the evening.
I'm waiting to go back.
Yeah, I think everybody would love to have us rent a house there or a townhome
Yeah,
or
right.
something.
It'd be perfect.
I think everybody would be happy about that.
Hell yeah. Cool. Hey, I wanted to drop in and just plant a seed. I was thinking at some point I want to be a guest on your podcast, like for the whole time.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And amongst other things we could talk about, maybe we could go through Never Beyond Hope.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
We
Kind of
totally
walk
could.
through it a little bit. You can ask me questions about it. I can give a synopsis or whatever. And
That's a good idea. Yeah. So Dominic,
Little Q&A.
I might have mentioned this at some point, but probably not. Double D has
Yes.
written a book. Do you know
Yes,
about his book?
When we met up at the hotel in Nashville, we talked about it.
That's right.
I
That's right.
should have,
Yeah. So he's got a book, and yeah, we should pick one because we should all have read the book when we do it. I think.
I've
then
read
we
it.
can ask some questions like, did that really happen or did you make that up? Or,
Right. Right.
Dommy, it's
and
on
develop some
Amazon for
questions.
like $7 or something.
Yeah,
Let's
that's easy. That's no problem.
Yeah. So we should definitely do that. That would be really fun.
I would love to. Let's do it.
Yeah, a little interview style. We could try
I'll
out.
get my own little camera. I'll be in my own little window instead of in Lucas's.
Yes, yeah. We've got the 4-person layout,
That's right.
from
We
last
do. We have
week.
the layout ready.
Yeah, where's Sean, man? Come on, Sean.
Sean.
Step
with
up your game,
9
buddy.
to 5. Who the heck works on a Thursday anyway during the day?
The problem is Sean's working on like 6 days of the week.
Yeah, we were talking to Sean this past weekend. He worked 7 days a week, man. It's pretty crazy.
Well, that's going to be the issue for me when summertime hits.
Yeah, you'll be 7 days.
Well, I'm going to try to get 6 days.
Well, we could do a daytime cast like this if we have to. It's really just about getting it done during once a week.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying I'm going to be very limited on time. So it's going to be like whenever my time is probably when we're all going to have to work with.
Yeah.
That's the issue. Yeah. Because I mean, especially if I do end up working 7 days, it's not just like just fully night shift. Like it's all day and all night.
Ugh.
Yeah.
How much money do you need?
It's not necessarily like that I need the money that I work at. It's because they need me to be there.
Okay.
I fill pretty much any hole that they have any day. So like I work all the positions.
I mean, you're going back to Lipscomb, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, it's not like you're even there most of the year anyway. Like, how do they need you that bad?
We don't have enough people, and we're trying to hire some more right now, but it's kind of tough getting people to work that kind of job right now.
Yeah.
And especially like, I mean, some of it, it's like our bar back position specifically right now, we are struggling at because we can't get anyone to work it. Or if we do get anyone to get hired, they don't last like more than 2 weeks. They just quit because it's high stress and it's a lot of work. It's not an easy job. And a lot of people just don't want to work that hard right now.
I was going to say resiliency is not at an all-time high.
No, it's not. Yeah, it's not. And it's one of those things where, throughout pretty much the entire shift, you're getting yelled at, you're getting cursed out, like all kinds of different stuff. And at the end, like you just have to have thick skin. At the end of the night, everyone's like, oh yeah, listen, I didn't mean that, or whatever, you're fine, whatever. And then they give you a crap ton of money and it's like, oh wow, this wasn't so bad at all. But some of these kids get so butthurt so easily. They hold grudges and they get real upset. And then they're like, oh, well, this was hard. Like, my body hurts and this was tough. And it's like, this isn't fun. And I just don't want to do it. I'd rather go and get paid $15 an hour to work at Walmart.
Yeah.
I just don't
It's funny because Sophia, their sister, is pretty tough for a girl. I don't want to say tough for a girl. It sounds very sexist. But, for a little sister, let's say.
Yeah.
And she came home yesterday because she had a client first thing. Our first client was just a raving bitch, right?
Yeah.
And Sophia was basically got really curt with her, just, okay, just do the job. I don't have to interact and interface, but it like wrecked her day, It's like, I'm like, but think about the 8 clients you had that were positive and good, and all the thing. And it's like, but that one person can just ruin your day. It's like you gotta not let them do that somehow.
Yeah, yeah.
Double
exactly.
D, you remember that Rush song, man? Wish 'em well.
That's what I even said. I said all you can do is wish them well.
Yeah. Just
right.
don't even try and talk to him. Don't just turn your back and walk away, man.
Yep.
That's so true, man.
Yeah.
And yeah, I just don't like serving ugly people. That's my least favorite.
It doesn't get talked about enough.
It doesn't. Like when somebody comes in and they're like, it's like a good looking family in their mid 30s and maybe they have like one kid that's, you know, I don't know, 6, it's like I can do this all day, all night, because it's like I know you're gonna probably be polite because the world hasn't, like, I don't know, what is Jordan Peterson always talks about, the world making people very jaded. So like when you get older, you either get happy or you get jaded. And like, so you get older people coming in, and half the time they're just very mad all the time at everything. And you're like, why are you so, like, what's, I understand that the tea isn't sweet enough, but why is this like ruining, why are you angry at me about that?
Yeah. No, actually, I find it funny because a lot of times, like, you know, you get the older crowd, they literally come in just to cause problems. Like, it's like they have nothing better to do, and they're just angry at everything. So they come in just to cause as many problems as they possibly can. And it's just like,
they think they're doing you a service. Like, I'm going to teach this young person how we really do it.
Yeah, and it's just like, it's like you're not helping anybody out here. It's like you can't be having a good time, like, with what's going on here. Half the time, nobody even wants to serve you. So it's like, it's tough with all that kind of stuff going on.
And they don't tip that great because they tip what they tipped in 73, which is like a buck or two.
Yeah.
Which would have been great back then, but now it's like kind of a slap in the face, you know?
Here, why don't you go buy something nice?
Yeah.
Like, can't even get a soda with this anymore.
I still think it's ridiculous that restaurants pay servers like $2 an hour, you know? And then
it depends on the restaurant.
And then just pass that on to the customers like, oh, yeah, you know, check out our great prices that we have here on all our stuff, but you also have to pay our servers, and you also have to, you know, it's like, oh, come on.
Yeah.
This is clearly a workaround that they have that never should have happened.
Yeah. Well, the margins in restaurants are usually pretty thin unless you're at a high-end place.
Yeah.
So I kind of get them, you know, from a business management standpoint, wanting to, all right, you got to tip anyways. I'm going to put the expectation on you to pay your server, and then I don't have to pay them, and then I don't have to charge you as much for your burger, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
it's all getting paid one way or another.
Yeah.
I mean, like, for me, like, as a bartender, I get paid like, it's like $3.50, I think, an hour, something like that. But I would never complain about it because I make so much more in this system than if I were to get paid like $20 an hour.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's an interesting point because your top end is a lot better.
Yeah.
But it, you know, overall, it's a lot less consistent for most people. So that is interesting.
Well, it's a capitalist approach to serving, right? If you're better than your peers, you'll get more tip.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. It's kind of like your
meritocracy.
It's kind of like
I'm gonna bid you guys adieu. I got a couple of chores to do, and we'll chat again soon.
Yes,
absolutely.
Let's do it.
All right, see you guys.
All right, see you, Double. The great Double D.
Oh, I just realized Taco was there.
Oh, we couldn't see her, I think. Oh, she's in the corner.
No, she was in it.
I can't see her.
Oh, on the pod?
Yeah. Because we're on the square format. Oh, yes. Taco.
Taco. Hi.
Oh, she's out.
There goes Taco.
Oh, she booked it.
And that's a Chiweenie.
Taco wanted Double. The moment Double left, Taco was getting ready to bolt.
She saw the door was shutting, and I think she freaked out. Gonna get trapped in here, man.
Dude, you got to get Chungus on the podcast one of these days.
Now that's a good idea.
Chungus, get a good old Chung flop
Chungus
on camera.
Chungus is a fat ass cat that.
Oh, he's huge.
That we have, and he's a great cat, one of the best.
He is. Yeah, he'll come and lay on you for hours.
Yeah,
he's a very photogenic cat.
Dude.
He is photogenic. He is.
No, he's good looking on camera.
I'll tell you what, not as photogenic as our other cat, though. Baby.
Oh, yeah.
We're talking like the porcelain cat. I mean, he'll sit there and he'll sit. I mean, looks like a pharaoh's cat, you know, just like exactly why they thought cats were royalty is Baby. He'll sit up. He's all white like snow. And he'll sit up and he'll wrap his tail around his legs. So like he'll be sitting there with his paws up and his tail will be protecting the feet. Like he was literally sculpted.
Yeah.
Yeah, the way they sit is like very fancy.
It is. The cats are fancy.
He's a gentleman.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Yeah. So
very refined.
So we tried to get our friend Colin to come on the podcast, and he said he can't. I figured that would be the case because he's a busy guy. And then Sean is working till 8?
Yeah, he said 8 was the earliest he could do, which means he was probably working till 7.
Something like that.
I don't think he's in Champaign right now.
I think he is today. Or
I was on a
maybe he
call
has to
with
go
him.
boxing.
I wonder if he's been doing that. Has he been doing that still?
Well, he said last night that he might want to do boxing before the cast tomorrow.
Oh.
Which is like, yeah. Well, that's good. He should do that.
Yeah, he's been killing it though. Shout out to Sean.
He's been eating healthy.
He told me he was pushing to get under 170, I think.
Dude, that's like my weight.
Yeah, well, that's like a lot since January. That's like a lot of weight.
Mm-hmm.
It was like 15 pounds, I think.
Yeah, it's shockingly
I mean, he
easy.
looks good.
He does.
He looks really good. Yeah.
God, he looks so good. Oh God.
I'm just putting that out there. Like,
if only he could have been there with us this past weekend.
dude,
God.
I know.
We're planning a trip.
We'll get him to Asheville.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do need to. He's down too, Dami. Like, keep that in mind. Like,
I
he's
know.
planning on doing stuff.
He's gonna be mad if you're not down.
Oh, trust me, I'm down. You guys, listen. You know, I'm always down.
Oh yeah.
That's kind of my thing.
Oh yes. Dami will be there.
I have to clear some things with my boss. That's the problem.
I'm the biggest wild card. I think what would be sick is, well, it probably won't work. I was gonna say what would be sick is if we could do go to Wilmington, check it out, because we're going to Wilmington to check it out soon. Me, Luke, Abby, and Maria.
Yeah, and I mean, I'll be there.
And then Lucas will be there, and then what would be perfect is if we could just then road trip it to Asheville.
Yeah, from Wilmington.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, just for me, it's like at this point, it's best if we did that on like a Sunday, Monday, like Tuesday kind of thing. Just because my days mainly are like Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Yeah, I can do that.
Yeah. I mean, technically I have Sunday too, but Sunday's a lot easier to get off. And then I have Wednesday as well, but Wednesday's also a lot easier to get off. But like my Thursday, Friday, Saturdays, we're very understaffed for those days right now. So for me to take off for those days is kind of like
that would be bad.
Disrespectful for to my boss, because she's already explained like I need you these days, and I said I got you, I got you.
Right.
Yeah, and I have to. I mean, I'm taking a lot of trips over the next like couple months, and I'm taking off full weekends, so it's just tough.
Yeah, that's tough.
Yeah, I'm going up to Seattle to visit Anastasia.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna be her prom date for her.
Dental school prom date.
Dental school prom date, baby. Let's go.
I had no clue that dental schools were about that life.
Yeah, I didn't either, but it sounds like fun, so I'm gonna go. And then we have our whole big Hyperfest trip. So we're gonna go to Tail the Dragon, and then
let's look up how far I am from that.
Yeah.
From Tail the Dragon or from Hyperfest?
Hyperfest.
So it's Virginia International Raceway.
Virginia International. Oh my God.
It's close.
I'm an hour 40.
Yeah.
That's like nothing.
Yeah. I could totally go out there for that. Yeah. It's right on the border of Virginia and North Carolina. Like literally you go in through North Carolina and then like 2 miles in you're in Virginia.
Yeah, it's just barely north of me.
Yeah. But that's like a big road trip for us. So that's like because we go to Tail the Dragon first, which is the border between Tennessee and North Carolina. So we drive all the way down there. We're there for a few days, and then we drive back up to Hyperfest, stay at Hyperfest for a few days, and then drive back, going a bunch of different places on the way up. So it's like a big road trip across like the East Coast.
Right.
And I already took the days off for that. And then I also have what we call. So we have a few friends. We're kind of crazy, as you know. The boys back here in New Jersey are a little wild.
Of course.
So one of our boys hosts an event called St. Pashley's Day. His last name is Pashley, but that's like a big thing for us. So I have to take off on a Saturday for that too, which is like not good. My boss doesn't like that.
It'll be like, yeah.
That's a big event where 10 a.m. you get up and you just start drinking.
You're like, boss lady.
Yeah.
It's St. Pashley's Day.
Ma'am, it's a holiday.
That's exactly how the conversation went.
Oh, no.
And she goes, all right, I get it. This one time.
That's funny.
So,
I mean, that's so funny because most bosses would be like, the fuck did you just say?
No, my boss is super cool and she loves me and she knows I like summer times I do everything that they need there.
Yeah, I mean you're clearly one of the people that they can work to the bone.
Yeah, they gotta bend for you a little bit, right?
Yeah, just a little.
I do whatever they need to in the summer, but that's why I said so during the wintertime I get a lot more leniency than a lot of the other employees do. I definitely get to take off a lot more than they do, almost whenever I want. I've been doing it a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I've gone on a lot of trips. I've done a lot of skiing and a lot of road trips and a lot of Nashville and other stuff.
Yeah, I'm in a tough situation because I've got all this free time and I want to do trips and stuff, but even Lexi isn't here yet.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not in school yet. I'm not working. So I don't have a lot of good ways to go out and just start. And I'm moving, right?
Yeah,
so
exactly.
Right now is not a good time for me to try and make friends that will go on trips with me,
Yeah,
right.
Exactly.
So it's I'm in a tough spot where I just even if just Lexi was here, I could go do stuff with her. We could go have fun and take a couple trips and go places. But right now it's
kayaking.
Just me.
Yeah.
We can go kayaking.
Get a floaty and get a sixer and just float down the river, Grandpa.
Just floating down the river.
There's so many places to do that in New Jersey, Lucas. Just putting that out there. Just
Braxton and I did that a while back.
Fun.
Yeah, I mean, Dami, I can, I've got the time. I can meet up.
Dude, I'm telling you, literally, come up here. We can Grant would come up too.
But yeah, you got to let me know, when, because you're working a lot.
Dude, I'm telling you, if you did a Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, that's almost guaranteed. I am there.
Let me grab a coffee. You boys keep chatting.
You got it.
Yeah, I mean, we could probably make something work, especially if Grant was in.
He's totally down. Yeah.
If we picked a Sunday, Monday, Tuesday or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll have to talk to him about that because that would be fun. Because I want to see stuff and go places and.
Yeah, we got all kinds of stuff, all kinds of crazy fun, craziness, wild things.
Yeah, and that raceway is an hour 40. I mean, that's
dude, that's
my backyard basically.
Listen, I'm telling you right now, that is mayhem. It's
and
awesome.
That's May 4th, right? Oh
no, it's 19th, May 19th and 20th.
Oh, I think I gotta go do something real quick.
Oh wow,
this is awkward. Alone. Talk to the people. I'm sorry.
You're good. Do what you gotta do. Well, guys, I'm gonna imagine that you're there, and we're gonna talk right now and have a heart to heart right here. I don't really know what to say. Well, for anyone who's watching right now, or anyone who is more interested in this podcast, please subscribe. Comment on our videos. See what we can start reading some of those and start interacting with a lot of you guys and see what's going on. Have some fun. Get some good dialogue going. We're just a group for the boys. That's all it is. Our podcast for the boys by the boys. Doing
Are you running an
that
ad?
We can. I am right now, letting everyone know to.
That's a good idea. You should
subscribe
also
and keep watching.
Name a couple of our potential sponsors. Let's try and think. Who did we want to sponsor us last time?
I don't remember. I know that I am trying really hard to get sponsored by Hoop Tea.
Okay, there we go. Well, talk about it.
Hoop. Oh, come on.
He's got one right there, Hoop.
Of course I do.
Hoop, he's got one right there. We need you.
Yeah, we have our Hoop Tea, our American Original Spiked Iced Tea. We go crazy for this stuff here in New Jersey. If you will sponsor me, I will do whatever you want. Anything.
That looks nice. I'd love to try one of those.
I'll send you some.
We'll drink one on the pod. Hoop tea. One of our
is fantastic. I don't know what was the other one that we were talking about.
I can't remember.
It was it down in Nashville or was it somewhere else? I can't remember.
It was some sort of sponsor that we were going for. Zach, do you have any potential sponsors for the podcast?
Oh God,
Tommy's going with Hoop Tea.
What's Hoop Tea?
He just ran a little ad on it.
Dude, I'll send you something. Don't worry, Zach. This right here. It's our spiked tea. They brew it up here. It's actually in Pennsylvania, I think technically.
Are you drinking one right now?
I am not. The last thing that I want right now is alcohol after this past weekend.
I know. So yeah, Zach, while you were gone, Double D had texted me and said, if a lady stops by the house and the doorbell rings, I need you to go give her this wooden shelf for like $30 or something. And so Taco's down there barking like crazy. I'm like, oh no, I think this is the time.
We're gonna leave Dommy.
And so Dommy's alone, so he had to run a little sponsorship ad while I was gone, just for the.
It's all good. Hey, look. I'm just saying we gotta let the fans know.
We secured the Go Juice.
Oh yes,
and it's steaming. I don't know if you can see that. Oh yeah,
I can see it,
and it looks great. And so I'd like to get a sponsorship for maybe a coffee company. You know, maybe Dommy's got he's already got an idea. Yeah, that was his idea face.
Which coffee company does he want to be sponsored by?
It's going to be the one with the gun on it.
I don't know. I think he's got something weirder than that.
Let's find out.
Our next sponsorship potential.
Oh, Black Rifle, just like I said.
It totally is.
Yeah, and they make the espresso mocha coffee drinks.
Yeah,
it's like an energy drink, but it's coffee and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we got subscriptions to this too. So this is another one. If we could get sponsored by Black Rifle, oh my goodness.
Yeah, I need some Black Rifle merch, some free shit.
Oh, we have.
Dude, we do. We need some merch.
We love Black Rifle.
We'll. By the way, on this show, we're going with the painkiller already strategy of we will pimp anything. You know, if you got fucking condoms that you need shipped, I'll sell it. I'll put it on my cat's tail and I'll walk her around the room. Like, whatever you need sold, you send it our way. And if you give us some free stuff or some cash, I will sell it.
Anything.
You'd be surprised. We
love free stuff.
Yeah, I mean, that's the old PKA bit like that. That's how the racist lefty thing came to be. There was like this guy on the show named Lefty, and he was not racist, but they would always make jokes like he was a racist. And it got so bad to the point that like there would be the Wings had his trainer Drew is a black guy, and he got invited on the show. He's like, I don't know if that Lefty guy would like me. And it's like, he's not actually racist.
Oh, that is terrible.
It's just a joke.
Yeah, well, how it started is they were saying, we are selling the fuck out. We will sell anything, any sponsorship. And they were like, well, what if we got sponsored by like Al Qaeda or something? and Wings goes, I mean, Lefty, what if the check cleared? And he goes, well, then death to America. And that's not even racist.
No, it's not.
But after that, it was just racist Lefty the whole time. Racist Lefty.
That's just funny. That's hilarious.
So like literally, it would just be random racist jokes that other people make, and then they go, oh, Lefty, come on guy. It'd be like I think there was a time where Wings was going like he goes, so me and Stan, we were out coon hunting. Lefty, don't get any ideas.
It's one of those it's like one of those inside jokes for a show that just gets perpetuated and it's just funny. And
then there's subreddit is just full of that, you know.
And so then if you're new, you get a little confused.
Totally.
Like you come in and you're like, why does everyone think this guy is racist?
Yeah, is Woody really autistic? That's another good one. Like, and every good show gets a little bit of that. Like Stern, of course, has like it's just the way that he talks to women, like hot chicks and celebrities, is like hilarious. But if you're new to the show, you'd be like, this guy is like gonna get fired or something.
Right.
Oh, just wait until we start getting a few more episodes out. They'll start seeing some of the stuff that we say.
Yeah. Yeah.
Some
Things
of
will
our
get a little
tendencies.
hairy.
We'll have to explain them at first because they won't know what the heck's going on because we have so many inside jokes.
Right.
Like Halby.
Halby and Mike.
And Mike and the bike bong and
The bike bong, yeah. Lots of good stuff.
I
good old
We're gonna have to
Paul
start.
and
I shot an
We're gonna have to start doing
experimental
that,
film in college called Crack Bong.
Really?
Yeah.
Crack bong?
Yeah, it was literally these two guys are hitting this bong, and it's crack in it instead of weed.
nice.
It's called crack bong.
It's so stupid, but it was super successful in class.
Hey, that's all that matters.
Yeah,
Success.
I thought it was funny.
That's awesome.
That would have been a great name suggestion for this podcast. Is crack bong?
Crack bong.
I wonder if Crack Bong still exists on the internet.
What'd you do? Put it on like YouTube or something?
Vimeo, I think.
We're gonna have to come up with something to make fun of Sean with every time he gets on the podcast. Just something that's blatantly not true.
Oh, I was gonna say something that was true.
Oh, you've got something that's true.
Well, we could always just bring up the fact that he broke his dick.
He did almost.
That's one of those like
he
early show
almost
calls.
did. Yeah.
Yeah, he had a near dick death experience.
A near dick death experience. I like it.
Yeah,
That's so
I mean,
true.
we could
What is
mess
this?
him over
This is
that.
a NDDE. NDDE. There we go. It's our near dick death experience.
Near dick death experience. Okay, so there's a brand new term.
This
Put
is
it on
gonna
a
be huge.
t-shirt.
NDDDD.
If any custom t-shirt companies would like to sponsor us, we're ready. We've already got
And-
our first acronym shirt ready.
Yes, it's gonna be good.
And if any penis-related anything would like to sponsor us, I'm down.
Yes, like any type of dildo. If we could get like a logo on it, that'd be pretty awesome.
Yes,
Yeah,
our own brand.
I would literally
I'll,
put them
I'll
on
hang
the
up
wall.
on the wall. Yeah.
Yeah, or the window. Just
Totally. Totally. That's what you would do. Like,
yeah, I stick it on the fish tank. I don't care.
Would they let us design them, do you think?
I hope so. If they
Would
want,
they let
if
us make a mold of our own?
If they want the most bang for their buck on the sponsorship, they will.
Wait, Zach.
No
Did we ever
problem.
tell you? Did we ever tell you about the molded penises at High Rise?
This
all right.
was a phenomenal. Let me start it because I was there for the
Yes.
very beginning, right?
Yes.
So we're making mead at High Rise, right? Mm-hmm. Brewing our own alcoholic beverage at a school where you're not even supposed to drink if you're 21.
Right.
So like it's totally against the rules, and we're doing
totally
it
prohibited.
in the dorm, right? Like hella prohibited.
Yeah.
And there's some people that you don't want to know about that, right? Like there's plenty of people that you trust knowing about it, but there's some people that you just don't tell, right? And so there's this guy that we don't want him to know what we're up to, right? And I'm in the stew. I get a couple of packages in the mail, and I'm like, hey, Trafton, I just got a couple packages in the mail. Think it's the stuff that we got, right? And this guy who we don't, we're worried he might,
Say something to the
say
wrong
something
people.
because he just says stuff to people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, what are you guys up to?
What'd
What
you
the
get?"
heck? What did you guys get? Trafton turns and looks at him and says, we bought dick molds. And it's the materials for the mead making, right? It's like the fermenting jar, like all the
He
stuff we're using
couldn't.
for
He
that.
went with like something like very easy to, prove is not true unless
Well,
you
all right,
guys
see,
produce
That's
some.
what you would think. That's
Here-
what you would think.
Look, you have to understand, Zach, when it comes to like Lipscomb, but not even just, I mean, specifically the High Rise RA team, if you say something like, hey, this is like alcohol, whatever, they're going to be like, oh, this is suspicious. This is bad. We can't have this. But if you say something that's like even mildly gay, they're like, okay, totally normal. Like this is normal behavior that happens every single day, not out of the ordinary.
So
you
Trafton was like lying, but also like joking about his lie. Like he's like, yeah, we just got some dick molds in the mail.
Well,
like
the
trying to
thing
be
is
like fuck off, stop at like.
No,
he was dead serious.
He was trying to convince him that we bought them, right?
And that's the thing, though. It's like easy to convince the guys that we did something like this because it's 1,000,000,000% something that we would do at High-Res.
Yeah, it wasn't.
But the thing is, what's gonna happen in 3 days when he's like, "Hey, where are your dick molds?"
Oh, we're not gonna show him our dick molds. What's he want to do? Look at our cocks?
Well, look, I'll tell you what
just said it was super gay.
I'll tell you what happened. There were multiple instances after this point where we joke about the penis molds in front of him when we are talking about the mead, right?
Yeah.
And so we'll be talking in code with this guy where we're like, I'm he's like, Dominic will be like, how's it going? I'm like, whole big old thing in my fridge right now. It's in there.
It's hardening.
It's in the fridge getting ready. And Eli's like, the thing? He's like, is it the thing? You know.
And this guy's never catching wise at all.
He didn't catch wise a single time. It was
never.
like 4 opportunities where we're talking about
over the course of like 2 months.
Yeah, and we just keep like replaying this penis mold joke with him.
Yeah.
Dude,
so he was in full belief that we had like 3 penis molds of me, Lucas, and Trafton's cocks.
That is so crazy to me that he would fall for that. That's so funny.
It's really not like unbelievable for us. We would totally do something like that. I mean, look, let's be real. Lucas peed between my legs in Nashville.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, I mean, that's just normal behavior, though.
Yeah, you're right. There was no penis mold involved.
Right.
Yeah, but like a penis mold's not normal behavior.
It definitely came across as like we were very convincing about it.
We're really good at this kind of stuff.
Oh, I believe you.
Professionals, maybe.
No, yeah, I believe that wholeheartedly. I would put a lot of money on that.
I just was so shocked when it came out of Trafton's mouth. I thought he was going to come up with something like normal, like some
Trafton,
sort of.
Yeah.
Like we bought a bunch of candy or something, like something ridiculous. I don't know, but he goes, we bought penis molds.
See, here's the funny thing though. Like knowing Trafton, I feel like it would almost be less believable if he said like candy or something like that. Because then you'd be like, because he's just always saying all kinds of random shit.
Yeah, he does say random stuff.
Crazy stuff.
Or hey, we got matching underwear. Like that would have been.
See, now there's. Yeah.
That would have been more believable maybe than the penis pump. Wait, not penis pump, penis mold.
If a penis pump wants to sponsor us, though.
By the way, if you have a penis pump company, send that over. By the way, how many penis pump companies are there out there? Like, let's just look
send
up.
us a penis pump. We will jointly start an OnlyFans.
What is the most popular penis pump company? Let me Google that. So Adam and Eve has some penis pumps.
I figured that. Yeah.
Mayo Clinic has a whole article about them.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, like probably reviewing.
What?
It's probably reviewing whether they work or not, and then other side effects probably.
Well, it actually is saying that it's useful for erectile dysfunction. It's in a medicinal sense.
Wow. There you go, Mayo Clinic.
So Mayo Clinic, if you want to sponsor us by sending us some some DPs or some PPs, depending on what you want. Oh, Walmart penis pump.
No way.
Yeah, Walmart's got a bunch on their website.
Like in stock, or is it like an order?
This is in stock, dude.
Wow.
Well, what's funny is I think I was watching an Asking Alexandria interview years ago where Ben mentioned that they had those at Walmart and how he was going to go buy one. So that's actually kind of funny that that's true.
Wow.
Still true.
They haven't removed them.
You guys excited for any video games coming out soon?
What was that? What was that game the beta you were watching?
What was that called again? The finals.
The finals.
You know what? It was a little crazy, but it's still in beta.
It looks cool.
And it actually looks like it could be really fun. I liked the maps. I liked you're up on buildings and you're up really high and you're able to, each character has a different skill set. So it's kind of like a weird mix because like the world falls apart like Battlefield. The gunplay is like a little bit like Battlefield, but also a little bit like, I don't know, a little bit sillier. And then you've got the different character designs like Apex or like Overwatch where your characters can do different things. And so it's this weird combination of all these games. And I think it could be really fun.
Yeah.
If they balance it, what really matters is having good gunfights. Like
they need to get rid of that gun flash.
Yeah, the muzzle flash was a little too much. It just like you like have an epileptic seizure.
Anything.
Yeah. The flashing was bad. But
and it's unnecessary in a game that's a little bit silly, and a game that's like even in any game, if we're being honest, like if it's just making it a more annoying experience for everyone, why not just get rid of it, make the game a little easier? You're making it easier for everyone. It's not like you're making it unfair. So it's like I don't understand why you even have that ridiculous muzzle flash.
Dude, it for those of you who don't know, it's pretty intense. Like you should go check out a little
it's very
gameplay. It's like it covers a lot of your screen, the muzzle flash. So it's a little annoying, but I'm excited for Resident Evil 4 remake coming out this month. Comes out in like 2 weeks.
Was Resident Evil 4, was that similar to all the older ones where it's like the cameras are up in the walls and stuff, or is it?
It was the first one that wasn't like that.
Was it first person or third person?
Third person. And you play Leon from Resident Evil 2, but it's just like, it's super old. I think it came out in like 2005 or something. Like it's super old still, but it was the first Resident Evil, and it was the first Resident Evil where people started to it would revitalize the series big time, but people who are purists don't like it because it's not like what you were talking about with the static camera angles above the ceiling. It's not like that, and the Resident Evil hardcore fans were like, what the hell, that's what we loved. But this one's going to be in the same style as the Resident Evil 2 and 3 remake, where it's this third person shooter.
So it's third person, and they make it look way better.
Oh, it looks insanely good.
The original fourth game was regular third person, right?
Yeah.
And now this remake is also regular third person.
Yeah, and the fourth one is super popular and a lot of people's favorite. So it's pretty exciting. And then I know Eris is really excited about that. I'm really pumped to play it. It's a really popular game. So I'm gonna be getting that. Probably.
And then there's the new Jedi game.
Yes. When is that?
I don't know. I saw an ad for it today on like ESPN or something at the gym.
Yeah.
It's everywhere.
We all need to get that one and play that one.
Yeah, Lucas, so have you finished the first?
No, dude. I need to start grinding that like today. I think I got like 4 hours in.
Because it's around there. I was gonna say, if anybody doesn't, Dami, if you haven't played it or whatever, it's like $3 right now on.
Yeah,
I bought it for like
PC.
$15 like a year ago.
On Steam. Oh, done. I'll do it right this second.
Yeah,
I need to start playing that.
So I guess this game comes out. How recent is this article? Because there's always delays, right? Always delays. April 28th.
Oh, that's not bad.
So
that's close.
That's up close. Yeah, that's next month.
Dang. I gotta start grinding.
What's the $3 one right now?
Here, let me pull it up on because it varies from
Jedi Fallen Order.
Yeah. I'm just gonna pull up I'll just send you a link to the best.
Is there any deal.com?
Oh, it's on Epic Games Store.
Oh, Epic Games. Okay, I can do that.
They got it for 90% off.
Oh my goodness.
Off.
Yeah, $3.99, or you can get the deluxe edition with all the extra shit for $4.99 if you're so.
Zach, I'm getting another phone call from Brian Truitt right now.
Dude, what the hell is going on?
He called me once and then waited like 3 days and is now calling me again. This time I actually can't answer.
Yeah, we're busy.
No, you cannot.
We're busy, guy.
What did you say that he was saying to Sean?
Is just if he was happy with his financial situation and if finances felt like an out of control circle to it. Like, I don't know. It was just like some weird, like he's a finance guy, but like,
I'm feeling pretty great financially right now after this day that I've had. With my scholarship.
Well, yeah.
Maybe I should tell him that.
call him back and be like, hey, put him up to the mic. Hey, I feel great about my finances.
I feel fantastic.
Man, I was listening to this PKA prank call earlier today too. Super funny. We should do some prank calls sometime. I think that'd be awesome.
That'd be awesome.
What was the nature?
He was calling trying to get a PS4 early. So what he did is he called a Walmart, pretending to be a Walmart corporate guy. And he was like, hey, I got all these names in front of me right now. I'm just doing some end-of-year tax stuff here. I have your general manager's name as Ken Richards. Is that right? Just a made-up name. And then they tell him what the GM's name is for real. And he's like, oh yes, oh of course, Mr. Kim, I got that right here. I'm so sorry. Thank you so much. You've been very helpful. And the lady's like, you're welcome. Hangs up. Then he calls back and calls for electronics and goes, hey, I just talked to Kim. He just told me that, and he says their GM's name. And he says, right. Hey, he just, we have something worked out. He's just going to get me a PS4 early. And he said, well, that's between the guy's like, of course, well, that's between you and the GM. I mean, I can't facilitate any of that without him here in person. And he's like, oh, you got to be kidding me. Is Kim in tonight? I mean, can you get him on the phone? And so he's like, yeah, he's in. I'll get him on the phone for you. And while it's away, Kyle goes, watch this. And so when Kim picks up the phone, he goes, hey, how's it going, man? And the Kim's like, hey, I was just hearing, from what I'm hearing, my employee says that you're trying to use my name to get a PS4 early. And he's like, we can't do that. And Kyle goes, oh, no. That is not what happened at all. I called asking when the PS4 comes out, and your employee said for an extra $75 he would sneak it out today.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, just totally flipped the script on this guy. Super funny. All of a sudden, there's this big argument. They eventually end up just hanging up. Super funny, man.
Dude, that is messed up.
Dude, Kyle's like high level at prank calls. It's insane the shit he comes up with.
Dang.
Yeah, we'll have to do that and get it on video. That'd be hilarious.
There have been some good ones where he just pretends like his kid is about to go in for surgery, and he's like, he just wants to play that game one day before the surgery, and I promised him that I was going to be able to let him do that.
Oh my God. I mean, that's got to take practice. Like, that's difficult or you've at least got to think about, like, really hard about what you're going to say.
He was a used car salesman from ages 18 to 21. That's pretty quick on his feet, thinking, talking. We got to talk to one used car salesman. He was like French or something.
He was French, yeah.
Yeah.
But maybe he was just fake French.
Could have been. He really blew us off after I stiff-armed him a little bit, and then he saw some other ladies that he thought he could gull into a deal a little better, so he went and started talking to them. It was pretty funny.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Yeah, he's like asking the price range, and Zach's like, what?
Oh. I guess I think you hit your mic cable.
What?
Oh, now it's better.
Is it good now?
Yeah. Yeah, no, he was asking the price range. I was like, oh, I'm not really sure, man. I could go, I haven't really thought about it.
Yeah, usually the car salesman will they tune you out after that because they don't think you're a serious buyer.
Yeah.
Right.
They look for whoever looks like they're going to buy that day at that moment. That's what they care about.
Well, all these cars were too expensive anyway, so I wasn't really interested in hearing I didn't want him to follow me around like a weirdo.
Yeah.
But, yeah, so there's actually a couple good video games coming out. That's good. Gaming's so boring right now.
Yeah, it is. It's, especially in the multiplayer realm, not very exciting right now. I mean, it's like we try and hop on Call of Duty, and it's just devastating.
Yeah.
Everybody's doing a whole lot of nothing. Like, all these studios are like, yeah, we got awesome games in the works. And it's like, yeah, there's a 5-year development cycle on these. Like, Thanks. That's really exciting. I can't wait to play in 2026.
Yeah, right.
You know,
well, I think they announced that they're working on yet again, and it's probably going to be, one of those things where they cancel it yet again. But that Star Wars open world game that they're messing with, I would love to see that finally come through, because they keep teasing it, and then they say, "Oh yeah, no, we've jumped back on development," but they've canceled it so many different times. I don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah,
I
what
would
is that
love for that
called?
to happen. I can't remember, but that one is the one that looks like the best Star Wars game to probably ever come out.
yeah, you should let Rockstar do it. The guys who do GTA and Red Dead Redemption, that'd be awesome.
That would be awesome.
Like, they could probably put together one where it'd be pretty sick. You don't even have to. I guess what would be the ideal situation is one where it's an RPG, like a Fallout style, but third person, and you get to choose. Do you want to be a smuggler? You want to be a hunter? You want to be a bounty hunter? Do you want to be a Jedi? Do you want to be and you get to build your character up like, maybe you're a force wielding build and you don't really use weapons that much. You just use the force. You have a force build. Like, do it in Elden Ring style where it's do Star Wars, but in a Souls-like game, which I guess is really what Fallen Order is, but they could do it more. They could do more with that.
Yeah, like Souls and Fallout.
Yeah.
Right, where it's like, and I'm imagining, like, when you say that, I don't want it to be like Cyberpunk where I pick the category before I start. I should start the exact same. Like, when you start the game, you can pick your attributes like Fallout does to start or whatever, where you get certain points to pick certain attributes.
Yeah.
But, like, I want to begin the game just as the character I made. I don't want to pick a model. Like, I want to be a force wielder for this one. I want to build that model as I go.
Yeah,
right? Like,
you
as I
make
get
it up.
upgrades, I can upgrade. Like, I'm going to do a little bit of force wielding in this build, but I'm also going to do a little bit of, whatever. I want to have
Blaster.
rifle skills. Yeah,
Yeah,
blaster skills,
imagine
whatever.
if you could, like, your guy has, like, and, like, all the collectibles you could find, like Han Solo's, blaster hidden somewhere. And, like, he's like, blast. He freaking picks somebody up with the force over here, shoots him out of the, like, there's so much, like, combos that you could do with stuff like that. Like, and even dig deeper into it, like in the force tree, you go like, oh, do you want to put points into Sith? Like, the dark side of the force or the light side of the force points. And that dictates what kind of moves you can get too. Do you want force lightning? You got to put some into the dark side of the force. You got to put points over here.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Yeah, no, currently they don't have a lot of information on the game, just that it's going to be open world. They don't have any, it's currently untitled. And they're just saying, they're speculating that it's supposed to get released within the next 12 months, but yeah, not a lot of information. It's by Ubisoft.
Untitled.
Ubisoft.
Yeah,
Released in the next 12 months.
Yeah.
So the other game that's cool is Suicide Squad game.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I saw that.
By Rockstar.
Where you're trying to,
Yeah.
they send him out to, like, kill Batman.
Yes, and Kevin Conroy's last performance, but it is by Rocksteady, so that's pretty sweet because we know that they do a really good job.
Yeah,
maybe it'll be
Arkham
better
game,
than Gotham Knights.
which was done by who?
I don't even know.
It was done by WB Games Montreal. So the Arkham Origins guys.
Yeah, it sucks because they did a pretty good job with Arkham Origins.
I had a great time in Arkham Origins. It's just like
Yeah.
that game just looked like shit the whole time. Like the whole time it was coming out, getting ready to come out. It's like I was not hyped for that.
Yeah,
I'm not really that hyped for Suicide Squad either. Like it's gonna have
Me
to
neither.
it's gonna have to be really good.
the truth is that playing as Batman is just like all you really want to do.
Yeah,
Exactly. Exactly.
Like, I just want to be Batman.
Batman's so
just
tight.
badass.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's too badass to beat. Why the hell would you want to play as, Harley Quinn
Yeah.
Right.
when you could play as Batman? And like Arkham Knight is just such a perfect way to play like Batman in a like still game that came out in 2015 is like still so sexy. Like on a nice PC, you turn on like enhanced rain effects on his cape, and like you're just walking around, you just hear the flopping in the wind, and it's kind of heavy, leathery. You're like, God, I feel like a badass right now, just walking around in Gotham. Sick game series.
I had never even played any of those games, but then on Lucas's birthday this year, they brought it out for him, and Lucas just starts going ham.
Dude,
and we're all just watching him, like totally just like drawn in by his gameplay.
Because I'm like quoting everything that happened. So
which one were you playing?
It was Knight. I'll break the other one.
Dude, all the cutscenes in those games are like, you put your controller down and watch because it's so sick.
It was awesome.
It's like a movie. It's fantastic.
Damn. When he chokes him out on accident in Origins.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, those are awesome.
Dude.
That was a fun little birthday party.
Yeah, it was good.
You had to leave early.
I did. I had some Jersey guys out downtown. Another little get together. So I had to hit both of them. So I hit yours.
You did.
We had fun. We did good.
We did. We partied.
We did. But then I partied a second time.
Twice the party, double the hangover.
I don't get hangovers.
That's a Count Dooku quote. I believe he says that.
I remember. He totally said that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Twice the party, double the hangover. Sir
but it's okay
Lee.
because Lucas and I had totally, we have gone out more times than we can probably remember. And not because of the number of times, but because we just can't remember them.
Right. It's been like 3 times. You guys just can't remember.
Right, we're just so stupid.
There's that awesome picture of us just eating hot dogs on the side of the road this weekend.
Dude, there's an absurd amount of photos of me, Lucas, and Paul with glizzies.
With hot dogs.
You're right.
Yeah. Because we always end the night in Nashville with a glizzy, at least one glizzy.
Of course.
A lot of times it ends up being multiple glizzies.
Oh, they're so good.
Dude, they're so good. Glizzies are so good, bro.
Oh.
Especially, I mean, it's like, I don't know what the heck they're making them with.
They're just better in Nashville.
Crack cocaine.
Yeah, honestly.
They're like putting all the
This guy
peppers,
the other night
onions.
had queso.
Yeah, he literally had queso to put on it.
That was delicious.
So good.
Yeah. Sorry, Lucas.
Yeah, he started putting some on mine. I was like,
He's
no,
like, no cheese.
Dude, the queso looked, I mean, those were.
It was.
Yeah.
Nutty. It was good. Yeah. But no, the Nashville glizzies are just on a different level. They can't be beat.
The street.
Yeah, it's crazy because, I mean, when do they get talked about? Never. You talk about Chicago, New York, like you talk about all these big city hot dogs.
Seriously.
It's like no one's talking about these Nashville glizzies, dude.
Seriously, because like I mean, if you're in Chicago, they just go, "Oh, you have to go get a Chicago dog or something like that." But you don't find people walking absurd distances while destroyed to go and get a glizzy like they do in Nashville.
Man.
Right.
You will do anything for one of those hot dogs whenever you're there. It's like it's a must.
Yeah.
It's
so
essential.
if anyone takes a trip, make sure to hit up our Turkish boy outside of Red Door.
Yes. In Midtown in Nashville.
He knows.
He'll give you a really good one.
He knows what's up. He knows what's up with the dogs.
I mean, any one of them though, anywhere, Broadway, anywhere you go, like the glizzies are just on a different level in Nashville. You can't really go wrong.
It's true.
They're expensive for hot dogs.
I mean, you know it's going to be expensive.
But I'm willing. I'm willing to receive, guys.
I think we need to. I think it'd be fun to maybe. We should. Maybe we shouldn't talk about this on the show, but we could. I think it'd be fun to get. Just because it's not that interesting of a topic. Like, what should we do on our show next week? Like maybe get somebody on to interview, like Colin or Jack.
And just like
Dirty,
like ask him questions.
I would just like to ask Dirty a few questions about his performance at the show the other night, his behavior.
Oh yeah,
with the man and the bald guy. And,
yeah. Do you guys want to tell that? When do you want to tell that? What was going on?
Yeah,
that was pretty funny.
I can talk about it.
Yeah, go for it, please.
I was just off to his right, basically. And our buddy Jack is just absolutely ham and cheesed at the Steel Panther show, and he just can't help himself, but he starts grabbing people's heads when he's like out of it. So there's a bald guy in front of him who's a pretty short, stocky bald guy.
Yeah.
And Jack is just reaching out from behind him and going on his head, just like grabbing his head, and then like the guy comes up, he's like,
It's like, what's your problem, man?
and Jack's like, I don't.
What are you talking about, man?
And he's like reaching out, and they'll do it again. And so eventually, I mean, we have like me and Trafton and Zach are like, because we're not trying to get kicked out of this show, right? Like, it's one thing if Jack gets beat up, but it's another thing if we all get kicked out and we don't get to see Steel Panther. So we're like keeping him away from him. Zach has to go up and talk to multiple people. Like, I don't know what did you say when you went out?
Just, I am so sorry about that guy. He's a drunk asshole, and those guys, and every person be like, well, he's gonna end up on the floor if I have anything to do about it. I was like, I'm sure, man, totally. I totally agree, old guy. You're gonna beat up this, 23-year-old college baseball player, definitely. Like, maybe he would have. He was pretty hammered, but like the main thing was just like get these people to calm the fuck down so that they don't get security involved.
Yeah.
But it's easy to do. I'm great at talking out of situations. Fantastic at it.
And when you're with Dirty, you gotta
know how to do that. Absolutely. Yeah, that was
Dirty was something that night. Yeah.
He was dirty.
Yeah. No, I mean, I don't even know. Like, can we even talk about half the stuff that he did without like getting canceled? Do you know what I mean? Like the fireball shooters and the the drugs.
Stankies.
Like, I mean, what can we talk about?
Yeah.
No, I just don't trust myself to drive sober.
He's like, that would be dangerous, guys.
That would be pretty dangerous for him. I don't think he's ever done that. What do you guys?
I genuinely believe that too. There's no way he has.
What are you guys up to the rest of the night?
Well, like Dominic said, I don't want to, but like, it's celebration time. I feel like I don't know. I feel like I have to celebrate a little bit. Like, this is a big day.
Right. All right, fine. You've convinced me. I'll have one with you.
And so now Dominic's celebrating. And so Dominic, you actually left.
Should we all celebrate real quick on the podcast?
Why not? He just got $80,000. Come on.
I mean, I did. I'd have to go get something. I'd have to leave.
Well, you go get something, and I'll stay,
and
finish
then what you were saying
and then we'll rotate.
I was gonna say, Dommy, I was leaving Zach's place like 10 o'clock in the morning, and I saw your mead sitting there on the counter, like mostly full, and I go
gift to him.
I go. I'm better off with this. So I took
that works too. It's my gift to you, Lucas.
So I'll be having some of that tonight.
Please celebrate with some mead.
Maybe I should go have a look, and we'll do a celebration. Should I go get something?
Let's do one. We'll do one celebration on the show, and that'll be great. And so you go get it, Dami and I'll chat, and then we'll rotate.
And then we'll do a rotate.
We'll do a rotate.
Yeah.
Dami, you left some of that dirty, stinky, filthy blueberry vodka here.
It's my gift to you, Zach.
God, it's so hot, dude.
It's delicious, isn't it?
It is really good. I can't believe I'd never heard of it before. It's
also real quick. Is it just me, or did the volume all of a sudden just get very quiet
in Discord?
I don't know. Just for me, the whole everything, you and Lucas, everything got very quiet all of a sudden.
Well, you sound fine to me, so I'm guessing it's on your end.
It's probably me then. As long as it's just me.
Jiggle your little headphone cable where it connects to your interface or whatever.
I'm in. I'm good.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's I don't know. We'll be all right. It's not a big deal as long as we're good.
We're good on the stream for sure.
All right, cool, perfect. So we're good.
I keep messing with the audio every week a little bit, changing it up a little bit, and the video settings. I can actually color correct each one of you. It's kind of weird. Like the way this works, this whole setup that we have here is I have this blank background with 3 blank boxes on it, and then I capture I do 3 different sources, and I capture each of our faces individually, and then line them up and crop them so that they fit into the squares.
Okay.
What I want to do is add in addition to that. Oh, he's got the horn. Let's go.
Horn. The mead in the Viking horn.
What I want to do in addition to that is to you can't get the headphones on.
I can't set this down.
I want to add a capture of just one big box with YouTube, so we can watch videos together in it on the podcast and have our faces at the bottom of the screen.
Yeah.
So you can see the video and then our reaction to it. I think that would be sweet. So next week, look out for that.
I like it.
In case we want to react to something, or like I think it'd be fun if we played Wordle together. Like,
oh, that would be fun.
Like that would be kind of fun.
Yes.
Brainstorming.
The Discord game.
Yeah, there's
where you pick words.
Yeah, and we'll have to show Dami about that because it's kind of there's this Discord has games that you can join and play together built into it, and one of them is like pretty much a mobile game where you guess words and you kind of connect. It's hard to explain, I guess. You got to connect words on basically a checkerboard. And the longer the word that you can string together, the more points you get. But it's a little finicky with the points and how the points are distributed. And
how like the words you can make. Like there were multiple times where we would accidentally click, like, and you'd have like YO, and you accidentally click it, and it gives it to you as like a 4-point word.
Interesting. I feel like that'd be interesting. That'd be fun.
So like there's a lot of little fun stuff we can do. And then of course I'd like to do like no means no let's play. Where maybe we play Fall Guys or something together would be kind of funny.
Yeah, absolutely. I would love that.
Which I would what I would probably want to do is like have you guys record your screens as well.
Yeah.
And then send all that to me. And I'll edit together the whole thing with like
we can make that happen.
Face cams and stuff. Be funny.
Sick. Yeah.
So
yeah. And I mean, for I guess for any of our viewers, if you guys want to comment and if there's anything you guys want to see us do, we can read on that too. And
the horn. So Lucas, you have the horn.
Yeah.
Which is very sick. Could you put it? Can you bring it closer to your mic so I can see it better?
Right here.
Oh, yes. Oh, so sick. Where did you get this again?
Lexi's parents sent it to me on my birthday.
His girlfriend's parents. That's so funny.
Sent me the drinking horn.
Hey, do you think think Lucas would like this horn?
The most amazing thing ever.
Hey, Lexi. I found this horn. Do you think Lucas would like it? I don't know. Just thinking about it.
I think Lexi probably found the website and then
sent it to
was
him.
Like, hey guys.
Hey Lexi, can you send me anything to get Lucas? Yeah.
It's pretty cool. I like it.
All right, let me go get my celebration.
Please.
So that we can celebrate.
Yes, properly.
There's so many good memories tied to that horn, Lucas.
Right.
Like drinking
especially
our first
mead.
sip of mead ever while watching The Northman.
Oh, dude. That was one of the greatest nights of, I don't know, my life. When me and Dominic are sitting around, we decided, because me and our buddy Paul had gone to watch The Northman the weekend it came out, and Dominic was busy, I don't know, simping or something.
Oh my goodness.
And so later now, this most recent semester, I'm like, Dominic, we still have to watch The Northman, man. Let's like do it tonight. And he's like, okay. And so we're sitting out at dinner, right? And it was you, right? You're like, Lucas, I just had the greatest idea ever.
And you're like, dude, what are you talking about?
I'm like, what? What do you mean? He's like, we need to get some mead to watch The Northman. That's what they drank. It's like the old Viking drink. And I had never even I'd heard of it, but I didn't know what it was made with or what it was. And if you don't, it's basically wine where the sugar that's used to ferment is honey. And so it has this really strong honey flavor to the wine, and it's really yummy. And so we got some. There's a celebration, boys.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Dink.
Cheers.
To 80 grand for free.
Hell yeah. And so we get this mead, and we take it back, and we start the Northman and we put it in the horn. I'm like, guys, I have a horn. I mean, we're watching a Viking movie, drinking the Viking juices out of a Viking horn.
Mm-hmm.
And I take the first sip and I go, if this was wine, it's the best tasting wine I've ever had. It's so sweet. And if you love honey, it's so good.
Lucas, you might have to let your hair down for one of the shows. Oh,
I think it's been down on the. I think it's been down on the other ones.
It might.
Not sure.
But it kind of like it just hangs right here, like it goes in the back and just like hangs on the.
I'm currently growing my shit out.
Your top hair.
The whole fucking situation, man. Look how long it's getting back here.
It is getting long.
I asked Jack and Luke if I should cut it, and they said definitely not. And then I asked Abby and Maria, and they also said definitely not. So I'm rocking it then.
There you go.
Yeah, it kind of like fits your head a little better, than the short hair.
Yeah, totally. And I think I've never had it really long. How sick could it be?
Yeah. I wonder what yours would be like if it was like hecka long, because like mine's obviously so straight.
I think it would look like Michael's, but brown.
It could.
That'd be pretty awesome.
Yeah. And that's the style I'll go for. Just have him go trim it up like that. That'd be sick.
Yeah.
Dudes, I'm really excited about I've been doing a lot of vocal covers just for fun.
Oh, yeah.
And they've like all been turning out good. I'm like, finally the production is there. Like I finally can hear it. I can hear what it sounds like when I record something good and something bad. I know how to mix it perfectly.
Oh yeah.
So I did today I did Disarm by the Pumpkins, Smashing Pumpkins.
Oh.
Great song. Hard to sing. There's a lot of like belting.
Yeah, most of theirs are probably pretty hard to sing because they're weird.
Yeah, and it's like what sounds normal for Billy to sing sounds weird for me to sing because it's such a weird part.
People, yeah.
It'll be like, ooh, and it's like
just like weird stuff. Mm-hmm. But yeah, like you were saying about the your ability to edit songs and stuff and Pro Tools and all that, it's like the most common thing that I listen to and think about that is when I listen to old dang it, now I'm losing the band, of course, like A Boy Brushed Red and Under Oath. When you listen to old Under Oath, you're like, this doesn't even sound that good. It just is that good. You know, it's like he's screaming and stuff, and it's like I feel like Zach could do this. I
can scream. I've been able to scream pretty good for a long, long time.
Right, and not just that, but the ability to make the song sound this professional, like this level, you can probably surpass that at this point.
Probably.
And this is one of the most foundational, like
post-hardcore bands.
Post-hardcore, right. Mm-hmm. And I was also thinking about like what they do in Artificial Suicide. 'Cause we keep talking about it because I keep listening to it. But like, I feel like you could do something like that pretty awesome, where it's like, because the background music going with his screaming, how it like works together, it's very pleasing. It's like super pleasing to the ear how it works together. And I know that you could rip something like that, so I'd be curious to see you make a really heavy song.
I do want to do a heavy song. Like I've been listening to a bunch of the first Beartooth record. Like what would it sound like if Luke and I did something like that? Like I was saying before, their guitars are really low in their mix, like relative to a normal mix. So that'll be something interesting to like mess around with and try and figure out how he's making it sound so full, even though the guitars are so quiet.
Yeah, his voice is a lot of it.
It's loud. Yeah, it's loud in the mix, which is scary for a singer.
Yeah.
It's like right out there.
I feel like it's a little less scary when you're doing like the intense screaming though.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Still pretty cool.
Yeah, no, I've covered Writing on the Walls before, and it's sick.
I don't think I've heard it.
Oh, maybe I'll have to play it for you.
Yeah,
it's pretty tight. The screams are like all easy, one takes.
That's cool.
I think I could do like an entire Under Oath song in 3 takes, like the screaming parts. The singing parts are pretty high.
Yeah, he's got a high. I mean, that's what like all of them have though. Everybody's got a high voice.
They all rock that falsetto sound.
Yeah. Your lungs are filled in ammonia, I'm breathing. And it's like
Yeah.
super high up there.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Can you feel your heartbeat racing?
Yeah. That is cool though.
This is
I wish I could mix music.
This is the Starry, aka Sprite ripoff in that.
Oh yeah.
And the
With the
Apple.
Jack Honey?
Apple.
Or the Jack Apple. Yeah.
Yeah, I left Zach the apple. Or is it the tiny one? You've got some tiny ones in there now too.
Yeah, those are Luke's. No, I used some the rest of yours actually.
Perfect.
Nice.
So, and these glasses, they were giving away at Jack Brown's when you bought a pint of this beer that they had on tap, and it wasn't one per person. So we have like 4 of these.
What?
Oh, that's awesome.
Just for getting a beer?
Yeah, so it would be, I tried all of 4 of the beers that they had on tap. Shout out to Scofflaw. They have some good beers. And I tried all 4 of them, and they just kept bringing me new glasses. And they're like, yeah, these are all yours.
They're literally complimentary.
They were literally complimentary.
Complimentary?
Oh, wait a minute.
That's crazy.
I was kind of disappointed. I wanted to complimentarize them, and you know,
Yeah, it's a lot more
so for
fun when you
those-
complimentarize.
Yeah, for those who are wondering what we mean by complimentary, I mean,
yeah,
another
we should
inside
probably
joke with
explain
us.
that.
me and Dominic took a trip to Asheville,
Which I'm
North
very
Carolina
upset that
last
I didn't get to
semester.
go on.
Yeah, we let Zach know with only a week in advance notice, and it wasn't enough, which is super sad because we should have given him more advance.
We
I mean,
should
that
have.
would have been so much fun.
And Lucius would have been available.
Dude, I mean, we would have had such a good time in Asheville. But we did have a good time. And at some point, who even decided that they wanted the first glass? I can't help but feel, was it you?
Well, so you really liked it, and I think you wanted it, and I had said, well, listen.
Yes.
It's very easy to take them because when I had gone before with Daniel and his parents, we did that all the time. But they usually snuck it in their purse or something like that, whatever. And because I mean, it's Asheville, all the breweries, all that kind of stuff. People take the glasses there all the time.
Right,
it's a big
right.
deal. But yeah, so I mean, you were like, dude, this glass is awesome. I want this. I'm like,
I want this.
dude. Just take it.
Take
And you're
it.
like, what? What do you mean? Like, it's so easy. Why?
Oh, yeah.
And
The
then we
jar.
just walked out with them. And you were like, dude, that was so easy.
I'm like,
We
that
could
was
do this
awesome.
everywhere. And then we did.
Yeah. So then it became something of a mission, right?
Oh,
like,
yeah.
like
And then, like, we left,
we're here
like,
for
after-
these. Yeah, we're here for this couple days, and we're like, I mean, anytime I see a good one, I want it.
Well, no,
right?
so like we would like get the glasses and go, dude, this is really nice. I can't believe it's complimentary.
Yeah.
And we'd be like, drink it. We haven't even stolen it yet, but we're just like, I can't believe that
It's
this
so
is
amazing
complimentary.
that they can afford to give these away. Huh?
Yeah, that was literally the kind of jokes we were making.
Yeah,
and then we
I've-
would just leave with them.
I've got
then-
this awesome video of Dominic that I sent to Lexi because I'm telling Lexi what we're up to, and she's like, "Are you taking glasses from places?" And there's a video of Dominic that I sent back to her, and he's like, "Stealing? It's complimentary." I still have
You
it
think
saved
we
on my
would
Snapchat.
steal?
It's
Never.
all
No.
complimentary.
They were complimentary. Trust me. Trust.
And now we find out that Zach actually does have some complimentaries.
Yeah, now these are not complimentary. These were given to me.
Right.
Yeah, no, see, complimentary is a little different of a situation. Exactly.
Yeah, those were free.
Yeah, these were free. They
Ours were
weren't
complimentary.
Yours were complimentary.
Our final count was probably 14 glasses.
Dude, you guys got a lot.
I think it was more than that.
You think?
I think we had 9 each, didn't we?
How many breweries is this?
Maybe.
Well, so we didn't get glasses from every single brewery. There
How many
was
did we even go to? I mean, we must have gone to like 15.
we went to a lot.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like if you're there, just like you're just brewery
It was just
hopping.
from one place to the next.
Yeah, you're not bar
and,
hopping, you're brewery hopping.
It's like bougie. You
we
know, we're
actually got a
going from-
couple glasses from the winery because they just kept giving us glasses with every bottle that we bought, and we had like 5 bottles.
Oh yeah, we got those nice wine
wine
glasses,
glasses, yeah.
and then we also got we got 4 from Burning Blush.
Yes.
We got the mugs and we got
and the cider
cider glasses.
the cider glasses. Yeah, those
Yeah.
were nice.
Yeah.
We had I think it was 9 each when we were done.
That's pretty awesome.
That is pretty awesome. That's a lot of
Great trip.
18 complimentary glasses from Asheville.
So amazing.
It's all just complimentary.
And
Lucas,
then oh yeah, go ahead.
No. Keep going.
I was talking about the complimentary Sierra Nevada glasses that we got, and the one had a very, very slight blemish to it.
I was not
very
happy.
upset.
I was not happy.
Well, that's actually even better, Lucas, because they're just gonna throw that away. So you're actually doing them a favor.
You're
doing them a service.
Favor, and it's like, it's a memory. I've got the messed up Sierra Nevada cup.
That's what I'm saying.
But I don't know. I'm that type of personality sometimes where I'm just like,
No.
I want it to be perfect.
I've had this candle lit all day today.
Wow.
And it is
all day.
It is not. I mean, do you see? I mean, it was here. Now it's here, and it's been lit for 10 hours.
Oh my goodness. And it smells great.
So like,
a gift that just keeps on
it's
giving.
like $6. I think we got a winner here, Lucas.
Yeah. Why would you ever go anywhere other than Kroger to look for candles?
Right. If it's gonna last
Got a lot
this
of good
long,
everything.
It was in like a clearance section, just tons of candles.
I should have gotten 2.
Yeah, you should have. Luckily, it's right down the road.
It's because we had so much shit in the cart. I was like, we got a lot of shit.
And it's one of those times where you just get to a point where you're like, we're already going to spend so much anyway. Might as well keep spending.
Right.
Yeah, Lucas is funny. It's like every single aisle he sees something that he likes and recommends. Oh my God, these are so good. You got to try them. It's like
It's
every
like me and
single
Lucas at
aisle.
the liquor store.
Yeah.
Yes, it's if I do that with everything. We're walking through, I'm
Just like
"Oh my
random
God, these are
crackers.
so good."
Yeah.
Right.
Be like, okay.
The Belvitas with the delicious like cream in the middle of them.
Yeah. Yeah,
The
that was funny.
jalapeno chips.
I was like, I'm trying to like do a quick, nice, clean and dirty, save some cash shopping trip here. And Lucas is like making all these recommendees that sound so good.
I'm like, oh God. These are so good.
Dude, you'd be an idiot not to get
Hey,
these.
buddy.
Oh, look at that. A little jump in.
Looks like he came from the snow.
I'm on a podcast.
There's no respect for the podcast at Dommy's house.
There's no respect for me in general in my house.
Double D doesn't respect it. I mean, he just pops in.
Yeah,
whenever
he just
wants.
popped right in. I'm the only one who commands respect on the podcast.
Right.
You seen,
Right.
I'm
you seen Luke
There's
one
no
more
such
time?
thing as respect for us.
The door's open. He can hear us, you know?
Well, that's because you made us. That's because you made us move the time.
Did I? Did I?
Did I?
I mean, imagine if all your friends were out there right now. You know.
Yeah, no, I couldn't. I really don't think I could have gotten away with it. I think I would have gotten
There's no shot.
I think I would have gotten the cold shoulder from Abby in particular.
Well, I mean,
You just saw them all weekend.
it's like this is something we're trying to be serious about here, though.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not just Abby. I mean, if they were all over and you were trying to do a podcast, I mean,
It would be
come on.
loud, and they would be.
Lucius would probably walk in and do a line of cocaine off your shoulder.
And you tell them to get out.
That's right. That's right. We'd have to tell him to get out, but I don't know how that would go over. I really don't.
Yeah, probably not worth it.
I'm trying to understand Street Fighter because the new one comes out this summer, and
And you want to get into it.
I want to get into it because it looks like a fun fighting game, you know. But it's kind of confusing to me. Like coming from Mortal Kombat, I feel like any fighting game is going to be a little confusing because Mortal Kombat's so different than all of them.
Yeah.
But like I'm having a hard time even understanding combos, so I'm gonna have to watch some YouTube videos. Like, is there combos or is there just literally hits? And like, I don't know if this will make sense, Lucas. Like on hit, something can make them so negative that I can hit them again, but there's no juggling.
Right, you're just hitting them again.
Yeah. So I don't know if that's what it is. Because Dominic, so like in fighting games, there's frame data. You know, there's 60 frames in a second in any fighting game, and moves take a certain amount of frames, and that's how you measure how quick a move is. So like if you have a 6 frame, you know, down one. What in MK11, I think it's a 6 or 7 frame down one is the fastest, which is like insanely fast. That's a tenth of a second. And if you hit somebody, there's recovery frames. So like if somebody gets hit, they are unable to press a button for a certain period of time.
So if your hit frame is shorter than their recovery time, you can just end the match.
Then I can hypothetically keep hitting unless they like, it's weird, right? Because like you wouldn't want it to be like that, because then there would be infinites, right?
Yeah.
Where I could just hit, and they can't do anything. But say I do a heavy move and it hits because I predicted it's something that they were gonna do, and it hits. Am I able to hit them with a 6 frame attack really quick after? Whereas in Mortal Kombat, it's like if I really only have to hit them one time with a move, and I can do 30% because there's a juggle.
Yeah.
But I think a lot of fighting games don't have as much juggling.
Yeah, it is really interesting how much goes into. I mean, imagine trying to write that frame data and make a balanced fighting game.
So hard.
Where nothing is broken, nothing is like absurdly like crazy good. All the frame data makes sense. You're able to, you land this combo, power it up, it juggles into something else, hard knockdown, going again. And it's like all the frames make sense. Nothing is broke. It's pretty crazy how intricate and how mental those games are.
It's a lot of work is what it is.
They're hard to play, let alone hard to make. Like fighting games are some of the hardest games out there, like to be good at. Like 99, literally, probably 99% of people who buy Tekken and Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat and Injustice are ass.
Right.
Like just ass at the game. And then there's that tier above it that's like, oh, they understand frame data. They understand juggling. They understand poking. They understand footsie tools, stuff like that. That's where Lucas and I live. And then there's that tier above it where it's just they don't not only understand it, but they're ridiculously good masters of it. And their reaction speeds are amazing, and their decision making is amazing. Like you go from thinking about what you're going to do to thinking about what they're about to do and what you should do in response to that. That's when you take that step.
Yeah.
But like Lucas and I were obsessed with MKX. And I didn't love MK11 as much because of like brutal hits. What are they called? Brutal.
Yeah, I think it is like is it a brutal?
Yeah, something like that. Like it's just.
Yeah, I can't remember now.
It's something weird. And then the way they handled the X-ray, whereas you just get one if you're minus 20.
Yeah, those were bad ideas. MKX is a better game than MK11.
In its final form, anyway. Like the early one where they had all these armored launchers, it wasn't that great. Like you would say MK9 is probably better in that aspect, like all around. Yeah. But like Lucas and I had Tekken Tag Tournament 2 on the PS3. 2?
I don't remember which one.
It was a long time ago, but we had Tekken Tag Tournament 2 on one of our early PlayStations, and we didn't know what the hell we were doing. We were just picking our favorite coolest looking fighter and mashing buttons, and that was fun at the time. And then we got, Street Fighter 4 on the PS3. I think Tekken was on the PS2. We got Street Fighter 4 on the PS3, and we would play that, and our sister loved watching us play it. Because she just, I don't know why. I really couldn't tell you. I think it was just maybe a little 8-year-old sister trying to bond with her older brothers. She thought it was kind of, funny.
Yeah, she thought it was a fun game.
And there's like a fat guy in there, Bob, who is fun to watch. But we never understood these games. And I'm like, now that I understand fighting games, I want to play Street Fighter and understand the way that they create their games in anticipation for the new one. So
yeah, right.
Yeah, I'm excited about that. It'd be cool if maybe you guys got it on PC too, and we could run.
Yeah, I'll have to mess around. Why not?
Run some run some matches and try and learn, because it's I think it's like also like $3 right now on Steam.
Yeah,
Street Fighter 5. So
curse each other out as we all get frustrated.
It'd be fun, right? Because we all suck. Like that's the best way to have it. With
exactly.
You guys we all need to get good together, or else eventually it'll be no fun, because I'll just be able to beat the shit out of you guys, and that's not fun to watch. It's not fun for me to do.
Yeah, we reached that funny point with Mortal Kombat when Zach and I started to figure it out, because it used to be that all the 5-6 guys would come over and we'd play Mortal Kombat for like 5 hours. Like just people get so mad, and some people are like beating other people and
down 3 will infinite if you don't block. Like you will, like a lot of characters do not have a faster down 1 than Cassie Cage's down 3. So she's just kicking, and you're trying to down 1, punch her, to interrupt it, to poke it, and it's never gonna work as long as they're spamming it. And it's so frustrating until you understand that you have to block it then hit, right?
Yeah, so everybody would just get we would have so much fun in the basement playing Mortal Kombat. And then Zach and I start to figure out the game, because we're like getting pretty addicted to it. We're watching pro tournaments and stuff. And then all of a sudden it's like me and Zach were the only ones that were decent competition for each other, but we would get so into it that we didn't even want to play each other. Because now Zach and I are good, right? And we would literally like
your match would almost take forever.
We almost couldn't play each other because we would get too angry if we lost.
Yeah.
And so then it's like all Zach and I want to do is just beat up on Sean,
It was a competitive match for
is that why
forever.
Sean always gets so angry now when he plays games with you guys?
No, he's always just angry.
He's always angry at video games. It's pretty funny.
If we're gonna play a video game, we need him here.
Yeah.
Dude, it is so funny watching him play. When
he's
you guys
pretty
play
bad.
Gun Game,
and
I
he
just
knows it.
Him and Lucius play that. Oh my goodness. Just the screaming that was going, and just the commentary.
Yeah, no, he's got good stuff.
You've missed so many 1v1s between Colin and Sean.
Yeah.
And he just riles him up, dude. And Sean Sean wins when he shouldn't. Colin's terrible under pressure. But like the searing rage when these two, even when they get into a room together, they're just like, and my day's worse. They're just like messing with each other. They're like, Colin, his famous phrase is, Sean, I swear you raise my blood pressure like nothing else ever can. He's like, as soon as I hear your voice, if we're playing video games, my blood pressure goes through the roof.
Dude, they have the best gaming chemistry, I think. I'm talking. I've been saying it for years. If they had a channel together where they just played video games for 4 hours and cut it into the 10 funniest minutes, it'd be so huge on the internet. Everybody would be like picking teams. Between the two of them about who's better. This is like, I've been watching YouTube gaming since I was like 11, and like I know what would be entertaining in the YouTube video gaming space, and this could be huge, dude. Like huge. You just have to be there for some of the moments. Like you've been there for a few of them, Dami, and you've barely even tuned in.
And it's been fantastic.
Yeah,
it's been hilarious.
Already there's been moments where you're just like, God, that's so funny. Mm-hmm. And like you can think like, the funniest moments are probably 10 times as funny as those little moments you've experienced. Freaking hilarious, man. So we definitely need to do something like that. And I think there's a couple games that we could try that would be fun.
Absolutely.
Like Mount Your Friends, the three of us could definitely play. But just Sean's Mac can run.
Yeah.
Mount Your Friends.
We used to play Worms.
Yeah.
Dominic, have you ever played Worms?
No.
Oh, we used to play it in the basement, right? And the loser would have to, I don't know, drink or whatever. If you lose a worm,
like one of the boys' cocks or something.
Yeah, just
really
suck somebody.
Cool like
it was something good.
Something really awesome.
And so we would play it in the basement. It's a 2D fighting game basically, where you have 4 worms on the map, And so there'd be like 4 players, me, Colin, Zach, Sean. And each person has 4 worms placed on this big 2D map. And so you can almost imagine it like an ant hill, but like cutting. So there's like tunnels and stuff, and there's like the whole world around you. And you just get like rocket launchers and grenades and like all of this stuff to blow up the other person's worms. Yeah. And it is the funniest thing ever watching Sean play this game.
It's turn-based. So it's like your worm has 60 seconds.
You get 60 seconds, and then the other person's worms are just sitting there waiting for you to shoot them with a grenade, right? Yeah. And then if you mess up and you throw the grenade off a cliff, well, now it's Sean's turn.
Now you're right next to Sean's worm because you fucked up. Yeah, it's pretty fun. And you're just sitting
there doing nothing, and he can just do whatever he wants. So that would be hilarious.
Oh, yeah. Let's do it. Let's make it happen, boys.
Sean had a reminder on his phone for over 2 years. Every day, he was given a reminder that he hates me.
You?
Yeah, because of worms. It would just come up reminder.
What happened? Did you make a comeback? I forget.
So here's what happened. I was out, right? I'm out of the game because I had won like 2 in a row. Yeah. And so once you win 2 in a row, I mean, everybody's going for you.
Yeah.
And so Zach, I think you were almost too hammered to even care. So Zach's out too, right? And Colin and Sean are in the finals. And Colin has a worm on an island on the left. Sean has a worm over on an island on the right. And Sean is up, and he has a chance to end this game. If he hits Colin with this missile, it's just a rocket launcher. You aim it. The only aiming you can do is, because it's 2D, you can change the trajectory up and down, and then you can change the power, right? Yeah. So if I aim it like up like this, but shoot it too hard, it goes over his head.
You can imagine, low, it can go down. Angry Bird style, basically.
Angry Bird style launching it. And Sean wants to win the game so bad. Obviously, he wants to beat Colin so bad, and he's got the rocket. And I'm very subtly convincing him that the rocket is aimed in the wrong spot. I'm pretending that I'm trying to help him. You know, I'm like, I don't think that's going to hit. I think it's got to be lower for sure. I'm like pretending I'm on his team the whole time. I'm like, dude, no, there's no way that hits. And he's aiming it up. I'm like a little bit lower, a little bit right there. Now, I'm like, now go to 3/4 power, and you kill him. He shoots it. It's, I mean, the worst shot you've ever seen.
An absolute
and it just goes straight down. and Colin wins, right? Colin gets an easy shot after that and wins the game. And Sean puts a reminder on his phone for the next 2 years. The next 2 years, he's reminded every day that he hates me.
That is the best thing I've ever heard in my entire life.
Dude, over a fucking game, you need to look up what this game looks like.
Right.
It looks so stupid. That's what we need to do.
Dude, it's hilarious.
It's next to cheap. I mean, it's next to free. It really is. I think it's like $2 or something.
Dude, that's almost complimentary.
That's pretty, yeah, almost. Which one do we have? We have Armageddon, right? No, which one do I have?
On our computers right now?
On mine. Do you have it? Oh, Revolution.
We all have Rumble.
No, I'm talking about Revolution, the real
Worms Revolution.
One. The real one.
Is good. Mm-hmm.
I think that's the best one. Let me see. Let's see how much that costs right now. Worms.
Well, yeah, because the issue was that Sean couldn't get it on his computer, right?
Right. Yeah. It's just for you two. It's $2.24.
Oh, dude, we could totally play that next time. Us 3.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a great story, though.
I don't know where we're at, guys. I might have to call an audible real quick.
Yeah, I might have to wild card.
A wild card.
Yeah, I might have to pull it out.
We've made it to that time.
Yeah, I think we're at we're like $1.47. So all right, wild card. All right, boys. Well, it was the No Means No podcast episode 3, and we'll see you guys next week.
Absolutely. All right, love you guys.
Bye-bye.